Hey, I want to talk to the parents for a minute, especially if you're newer to this autism journey. Because I remember hearing all these words for the first time: waiver, grant, respite care, and thinking, okay, everybody keeps saying these words like I'm supposed to know what they mean. Meanwhile, you're already overwhelmed. You're thinking about therapies, doctor appointments, school, insurance, and trying to hold your family together. So if you're confused, that's normal. Let's make this really simple. Let's start with waivers. A waiver is basically a state program that can help provide services and support for your child. Now, every state is different, so what one family gets may not be exactly what another family gets. But waivers can sometimes help with things like therapy services, caregiver support, special equipment, help in the home, or other services your family may need. I like to think of it this way. Imagine carrying 10 grocery bags by yourself. You're struggling, your hands hurt, you're dropping things. A waiver is like somebody walking up and saying, "Here, let me carry some of those." Now, here's something I wish more families knew. Apply early. Even if you're unsure, because some waivers can have waiting lists, and many parents later say, "I wish somebody told me sooner." Now, let's talk about grants. Grants are a little different. Grants are financial help that usually doesn't have to be paid back. And for families raising a child with autism, that can make a huge difference. Maybe your child needs speech therapy, maybe sensory equipment, maybe communication devices, maybe educational support, or maybe insurance looked at something important and said, "Sorry, we don't cover that." Sometimes grants help fill those gaps, and every little bit matters. Now, let's talk about something parents don't hear enough about: respite care. This one is important because parents hear that and sometimes think, "Wait, you mean somebody else takes care of my child?" And then guilt starts showing up. But I want you to hear me on this. Needing a break does not mean you're weak. Respite care simply gives caregivers some breathing room. Maybe you go grab coffee. Maybe you take a nap. Maybe you go to dinner. Maybe you sit in complete silence for an hour. Because caregiver burnout is real, and taking care of yourself isn't selfish. You matter too. And if you remember one thing from this video, let it be this: you do not need to figure out everything today. Nobody wakes up suddenly knowing all this stuff. One question, one phone call, one step at a time. You're doing better than you think.